Pereira runs a Winnipeg moving company, a physical hands-on job. But these days it's the online world that has him concerned, after he noticed that his customer reviews had turned heavily negative.
We were getting reviews from absurd names, a play on my name, a play on my boss's name.
Dozens of bad, often hostile reviews that pop up when you Google the company's name. None of them from actual customers. He couldn't figure out why it was happening, but the made-up complaints were having a real effect on the company's reputation and its Google ranking.
Before we started getting a whole bunch of negative reviews, we were 4.6 range. Now we're all the way down to 3.6 with all these harmful fake reviews that we've been getting.
It's important because surveys show that more than 2/3 of online shoppers consult reviews before buying a product or service. And Google's star ratings for businesses hold the biggest sway, with the company now accounting for about 90% of all search engine traffic worldwide. Put simply, negative reviews can hobble a business, while positive ones can make consumers up to 3 times more likely to make a purchase.
I'm here to tell you the online review world is the Wild West, and there is no sheriff.
Kay Dean once worked as a fraud investigator for the US government. Now she uses that expertise to track and expose fake online reviews, sharing her findings on her own YouTube channel.
All of this fake review fraud that I've been documenting on this YouTube channel is harmful.
The environment is such that cheating, faking reviews, is actually rewarded, and honest businesses actually suffer tremendously from it.
Some of the deceptions are low stakes, but others might matter. She points to a Florida plastic surgeon with a lot of 5-star Google reviews, many from profiles that also gave positive ratings to an overlapping group of businesses scattered across the United States and Canada.
10 of this surgeon's supposed patients also went to the same pizza place in Toronto, or 6 used the same limo service in Ontario, or 3 use the same wig store in Ontario. And so that's immediately suspicious. It's just not believable.
CBC News dug a little deeper. In the case of the Toronto area wig store, every 5-star review posted over the past 6 months came from these linked profiles, including testimonials claiming to be from cancer patients who had lost their hair during chemotherapy. One supposed cancer patient used an image of a dead American civil rights icon. Another, a photo of a Chicago woman who tells CBC News that she's not a customer, has never even been to Toronto, and isn't ill.
It's my belief that the profiles are just fake and that the photos are just lifted off the internet.
Dean has uncovered multiple Facebook groups where fake Google reviews, both positive and negative, are openly bought and sold, made to order with names and details to sound authentic. Case in point, a service in Bangladesh that takes orders from all over the world.
The Bangladeshi review broker was providing the texts of the fake reviews that he wanted the individual Bangladeshi review providers, people just making a little money, in this case 83 cents, to provide for the businesses. So it was all open and flagrant. The text of the reviews and where to be posted.
By tracing reviews from that one Toronto wig store, CBC News uncovered a web of 3,574 fake reviews left by 208 accounts for 1,279 different businesses. In fact, fake reviews have become an industry. For a fee, services will make sure your business has a steady stream of impressive reviews. And all those negative ones? Well, those fix-it firms will help with that too. Pay them and they'll make them go away. Something that only Google, or the person who posted them, is supposed to have the power to do.
I was a consultant for Google, helped them strategically move their products forward and position things to the market.
But I left the Valley at large.
Joe Toscano worked with Google in experience design, but quit in 2017 over worries about big tech's ethics. Now he writes and lectures about data protection and the effects of social media.
It's time that we demand that we own our data and have a fundamental human right to understand what we are consenting to.
He has first-hand experience dealing with Google review problems for his parents' Nebraska auto shop. Paid ads appear first on search pages, but negative reviews also alter online results, he says. Google's algorithm favors companies with the most stars, pushing their listings up higher, and most searchers never make it to the second page.
If you're a 4.6 out of 5 versus a 3.6 out of 5, that's a dramatic difference. If they're pushed off the first page, say goodbye. Like, you never see that company.
Chris Pereira tried repeatedly to get Google to do something about the fake reviews that were dragging down the moving company's ratings, providing more than a dozen examples.
Accusing us of hate, and that's just not who we are.
Half of those fake reviews have since disappeared, but new ones pop up on an almost weekly basis. Pereira grew so frustrated that he set out to see just what it takes to get Google to pull down a review.
So I created a fake Google account, wrote a bad review on the company, flagged it as a bad fake review, and Google didn't contact this account, didn't look into it whatsoever, and said it didn't violate any of their policies. You click on this, you report it, they do nothing.
They want to tell us that they are going to make an algorithm that's going to deal with it. And the reality is the algorithms aren't ready for it. We need more humans involved.
We reached out to Google's Canadian representatives. They declined an interview but provided a statement. Our systems check every single review before it gets published, looking for signs of inauthentic content, it reads. While we're constantly improving our automated systems, we know they're not perfect. Google says they blocked or removed 56 million fake reviews in 2020, deleted 3.3 million fake business profiles, and suspended 610,000 user accounts. And after CBC News told them about Chris Pereira's troubles, 32 fake negative reviews were suddenly removed. And Riverbend Moving's Google rating went from 3.6 to 4.2 stars overnight. We also spoke to the owner of the Toronto area wig store about their fake Google testimonials, a problem so widespread that CBC News has decided not to single out the firm. She admitted to having hired a search engine optimization company to boost her results, an expensive but necessary investment, she argues, to help keep her small business afloat during COVID-19 shutdowns.
SEO companies are supposed to help you.
Yeah.
But and you pay them. Do you know how much SEO companies make on a monthly basis? You can pay them up to $8,000 a month.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Joe Toscano says it's time for governments and the courts to step up and hold big tech accountable.
It's a hack in the system. It's cheating. And in my opinion, it should be enforced by law.
But if that doesn't happen, Kay Dean has a different solution for Google and other sites full of fake reviews.
So I would say, actually, if you can't police it and do it well, get out of the review business.
Meanwhile, small businesses like the one Chris Pereira manages end up stuck in the middle.
We're screaming at nothing. We need to be heard, and no one's listening to us.
Something to keep in mind the next time you consider an online review before spending your money. Jonathan Gatehouse, CBC News, Toronto.